It's 5:30 and I am I'm going to Bolderwood Deer Sanctuary today. I've come out here to the laundry room because if I wake the rest of the family up, I won't survive another day. So we're going there today, see if we can get some deer photos. I am taking my 1DX Mark II and my 100-400 lens, but this time I'm taking a 1.4 converter because it will give me that bit further reach, making it about 550, I think, something like that. So less. What time did I say it was? 5:30. Is it 5:30? 5:30. So I want to be on the road in 15 minutes to be there for sunrise, just in case that helps. So let's go. I forgot my tea. Forgot my tea. Oh, that's better. I'll see you there. This barrier will close at dusk. Okay, so we've got to the car park and it's closed. But it does say, I don't know if you can read that at all. It says that the barrier, this barrier will close at dusk. So I'm assuming that means it will open at dawn. It is dawn, but there is no point here, at dawn or otherwise, to open it. So we're going to go for a little drive down there and just get our bearings and then come back, and hopefully it'll be open soon. I just hope it isn't an hour soon. I hope it's half an hour soon, but got to plan ahead. Down there I think is the viewing platform, which is where we want to be with the cameras, but not quite yet because we can't park anywhere. I've stopped a little car park about, I don't know, maybe 2 miles down from where I want to be. I'm just going to check the maps, check the internet if I can get a signal, and see what time that car park opens, see if it gives me any idea on the website what time that opens, and then make a plan from there. So let's do that and see where we go. Doesn't say anything. Had a quick check, can't find any information at all about when it opens. The only comfort I do have is that on TripAdvisor somebody visited in August this year, so this month basically, and spoke about the car park, so I'm assuming it will open, just not sure what time. Until then I guess we'll just So we're back at the car park and it's still shut. And I can't find anywhere online that tells me what time it opens. We just saw some deer run across the road. I tried to get a couple of snaps, but they're off into the woods, so very dark and they were a long way away, but we'll see how they turn out. Yeah, I don't know what I can do really, because it's kind of put a ruiner on it, but we'll see. We'll hang around and see what happens, but it's got to open at some point, I'm sure. So, it's patience. I'm about half a mile down the road. I found a car parking spot. I'm gonna go for a walk, see what I can find, and then head back to Bolderwood in an hour or so. 7:10 now. Got some cows about, as you might have just seen, and they scare me a little bit. They're big, and they're not scared of you either, so they just walk down the middle of the road, not like the deers that will dart off. Okay, go for a walk and we'll hopefully go back to Bolderwood for the deers in an hour or so. Okay, I've parked up, as you've seen, just here, and we are now going to just walk down that way, see if there is anything worth photographing down this bit, and then we'll head back to the deer sanctuary. Let me make sure I've locked the car. That's all locked. Let's go for a walk. It is nearly 8 o'clock, so we're going to head back to the car, drive back down to Bolderwood and keep our fingers crossed it's open. I've got a feeling it's not going to open until 9, at which point I just have to hang around because I've not come out all this way not to do it, so let's go. Okay, so we finished up there. It was nothing too spectacular. I got a few photos, but we're now heading back, or I don't know if anybody else is with me. I am now heading back, and I'm hoping and praying that the deer sanctuary car park will be open. We've still got cows everywhere, which I can't turn around and show you, but take my word for it, they're there. I'm sure this is the same one that was walking down the road 10 minutes ago. There you go. I think it's down this one. Oh, there's cars in the car park. There's cars in the car park. There's cars in the car park. This is looking promising. there's cars in the car park, which can only mean one of two things: the gate's open or they've driven across. Yeah, the gate is open! Woohoo! Let's go and park up and go for a walk. See what we can see. I wonder if the toilets are open. I hope they are, because I am dying to go to the toilet. Oh, I'm not sure they are open. One hopes they are. Okay, brilliant. Toilets are open, car park was open. There's a few people here, but it's not that busy. I'm going to head down to the viewing platform now to see if there is anything going on down there. I'm going to put the camera away and just concentrate on the pictures now. I may get it out again if it's quiet down there. I've got the GoPro if needed, and the main thing here is to get some nice pictures, so we'll do that and I'll check back in as we go along maybe. Okay, see you there. We are heading to the deer platform, half a mile, 10 minutes if that, and there's 3 walks here of varying lengths, and I guess stress, for want of a better word. They're all marked with these little posts, so you pick the one you want, which I just didn't do, but I know where the platform is anyway. And here is a picnic area in case you're thinking of coming. I have this on super view, which I'm not that keen on. It gives a good wide screen, but there is a lot of distortion. There's an interesting question. Do trees go to sleep? Sort of. There we go. Right, let us head to the platform and see what we see. Reached the platform. It's very, very quiet. I did do a bit of research before I came, and it does say closer to midday is when they might start arriving, because that's their habitual feeding time. So I think I'm going to go for a walk on one of the routes and see if we see any in the forest. I'm going to have to keep on the 100 to 400 because they are very shy and they will scarper, so I won't have time to change, but it gives me a chance to do something different. Normally I have the 24 to 70 on, then I can shoot wide and get the same shots. So now I have to think a little bit more and see what I can get with the long lens in an enclosed area. So let's do that and see how we get on. Been wandering around for maybe 20 minutes. It's 1 or 2 other people, that's it, and me and 1 bird. But I know that you just don't come out and find wildlife lining up for you, and that is why I probably don't have the patience to be a wildlife photographer, despite the lure of amazing images. We'll keep walking and see how far we get. So I've just stopped here, come across this little river, I suppose, and I'm just gonna, I've got this thing called a pod, a green pod apparently. had it years, never really used it. So I'm going to try and do something with it now with my camera and see if I can set up a shot of me. It will probably turn out hopeless, but until you try, you don't know. I just tried to capture a picture of me doing a video. So I've had to set the camera up on a pre-focus where I'm going to be sitting. 10-second timer, run around to where I was going to be sitting, start this camera to video this clip. While that was taking a picture of me doing it. The joys of doing this on your own, but so let me show you what I've done. So this is the camera, which is shooting over that little bridge. We've got it perched on this pod, just like a little bean bag, and to get the right height. Lens cap just to lift it up a little bit, and I will I'll put the picture in now of what I got doing that, and that's kind of what you have to do when you're on your own. But it's good. Uh-oh, we have another bridge to photograph. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what I mean. I'm always putting bridges on there because I love the symmetry of them. Can't help myself. And if you're not following me on Instagram, why not? Get over there now. Here's my Instagram account name. Username? Yeah, all of the above. See you there. I don't mind missing it, it scares me a little bit. God, there's loads of them. So they're all staring at me. So we have some horses up here, which I don't mind missing it, it scares me a little bit. One of them was giving me the evils, but wandered off in that direction. I just want to try and navigate my way between them. God, there's loads of them. Which way do we have to turn now to follow the path? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're all staring at me. Okay, we have to go that way, which is through the horses. But maybe I will get a picture. Oh my god, there's a herd, a gaggle. What do you call 100 horses? Let's go. Two more to negotiate. So, yeah, I don't know why, they're just so big and strong. I don't know what I'd do if they came for me, apart from, yeah, that. Well, I've just seen 2 deer. I got a little bit of video of them and a couple of photos, but they were, as soon as they saw me, they scarpered. It's really hard to walk quietly on gravel. I did head off to the grass to try and make it a little bit easier, but they didn't hang around for long. So, well, they're not. We'll go back to the platform now and see if there's anything in the main field, but if that's it, it's disappointing, but like I say, I don't think I'm cut out to be a wildlife photographer, but we'll keep trying. So I've just seen one more deer, which probably resulted in the best picture that I've got today. It's still not award winning, and I may use one of these pictures to advance my Photoshop skills. Maybe a little bit of manipulation, but I think I'm going the right way. It's a bit of a hill, but I'm quite relieved, I suppose. I wouldn't say I was. It would be much easier if the deer were like bright blue and not the same colour as the trees, because that tree trunk I thought was a deer. But okay, enough, let's walk. Back at the van. How was that? It was a long walk. I didn't intend to do that kind of walk in the end. I think I did about 2 or 3 miles. So that was more than I was expecting to do, but a bit disappointed. It's hard. Well, it is hard, yeah. You know, you have to have a lot of patience to do wildlife, which I don't think I've got. You're just walking around and hoping they're going to jump out in front of you isn't going to happen, although a couple did. But as soon as they saw me, they were off. The platform had nothing there, nothing out in the field, which is where they're sometimes seen, particularly around midday, which isn't ideal today. And they are, because they have the rangers come and feed them around that time, so they know to come to, I think I might have said this already, they know to come there at that time because they're going to get fed. But in terms of what I've learned, to keep that lens on the camera, because if I hadn't had that lens on the camera and if I'd have taken it off to try and do some landscapey photos, I would have got nothing, because by the time I'd have changed it, they'd have gone. And the other thing that I learned was, I probably, if I'd have had the extender on, I'd have probably done even better with the 2 or 3 photos that I did get. But then I'd have got nothing really anywhere else, you know, when I was walking around. So what have I learned? I've learned that you have to be patient. I've learned I learned a thing in my camera. I knew how to do it, I just didn't know where the function was, and that was bracketing. I know how to do that now, so I've learned that. I've got a couple of tips on the video and setting up some selfie shots, which you've seen. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, we'll put it together and see what it comes out. Now it's time to go home for breakfast, nearly 10 o'clock, and get ready for camping tomorrow. So, as always, if you've made it this far, I am eternally grateful for your giving me your minutes of your life. I'm going to carry on, whether there's people watching this or not, because it's something for me as well as other people might find interesting. But if you are watching and you haven't, please hit that subscribe button, click on the little bell, leave me a comment if you've got any questions, if there's anything you can suggest, or if you're an expert at this, give me some pointers. I'd love to hear them. any videographers out there that are really wanting to share their knowledge, I'll be more than happy to take some tips. In the meantime, subscribe, bell, check out my Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.